Everyone, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your angel messages for the week of June 21st, 2026. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else to hear. And do watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And with all of that said now, let's begin. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 21st, 2026. Angel number and angel whisper. Look at that. Angel number 555, change. Change happens outside your comfort zone. The time for change is now. The angels are whispering for you to trust your path and to learn how to walk it. Take the next step. Allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. Your affirmation for the week is, I release all that no longer serves me as I'm guided to move outside of my comfort zone and let change in. Message from your spirit guides, comfort. How can you bring more comfort into your life? You can increase your comfort through tangible things such as soft clothes or food, and intangible things such as thinking loving thoughts about yourself and inviting peace into your heart. And message from Archangel Michael, regain your focus, card number 27. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Okay. What is this all about here for the Aries Collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they need to know about change, comfort, and regaining their focus for the week of June 21st, 2026? Let's get one more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Fool. There's your new beginning. And then we have the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have a Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. You seem to a bit guarded when it comes to making this change. Maybe a little defensive, a little apprehensive. Tell me about that Nine of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Wands is clarified by Seven of Swords, the Death card, and the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. So whether this is in regards to like house and home, like relocation, buying or selling of a property. For some of you, it could be in respect to entering or exiting a committed partnership, possibly changing one partner for another because of that Seven of Swords to the Four of Wands. For others of you, this is just like a big career path change, a big career move that would impact your finances. So take it how it resonates to you. It does have to do with your structure and stability, whether that's current finance, love and romance, or some other aspect here of your life. But you seem to be very apprehensive. Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, Death card to the Two of Pentacles. You're doing a lot of back and forth this week. That Seven of Swords. Swords are not only the actions we take or the words we speak, it's also the words that we speak to ourselves. So there's definitely a need here for you to stay as crystal clear when it comes to your thinking this week. Like regain your focus, because there's a potential here for you to possibly not move in this direction. You may choose to stay in a comfort zone this week if being given the opportunity to change, because you seem to be very confused by it, very dismissive of it. Tell me about the Fool. What is this new beginning? Tell me about the Fool here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Fool is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor. That is your energy, and the Lovers. It is your choice to make judgment. Most of you, if you haven't received this in the last 7 days, 7 to 9 days, then it is, for the next 7 to 9 days to come. There's something here that is occurring. It's a brand new opportunity, a brand new chapter here. It's sort of like divine timing, if you will, like the stars have all aligned for you. But at the end of the day, it is your choice to make, because no matter how much the universe may want to move you onto a new path, it also respects your right to free will. And so some of you will choose to stay and some of you will choose to go. But the best way for you to make a decision that is truly aligned to your particular life's journey is for you to regain your focus this week. Oh, and I just turned your deck around. Sorry about that. Okay. Tell me about that Three of Wands. Three of Wands is astrologically the Sun in Aries. It is me, myself, and I. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Three of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Well, you do receive clarity here this week. Yep, that's the truth. Right behind that, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And it seems here, and please never allow tarot to dictate, what you should do. But after some reservation, after some hesitation, it looks like you decide to move forward towards this. And the feeling that I have here with that King of Cups to the Ace of Wands to the Three of Swords is like, if I don't do this, I may have some regrets about this. And I don't want any regrets about this decision. So it looks like you are choosing to step out of your comfort zone and move forward with whatever this Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles is for you. I just saw the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like your overall assessment, if you will, is this would be a good thing for me to move towards this job, this relationship, again, maybe buying, selling a property, something like that. Whatever the change here is for you, after a lot of apprehension, it looks like your mind is made up this week that that's the direction you're going in. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. You have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands, and you have the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, you have the Fool. There you go. There's something here about if you feel that this would be in your best interest long term, because the King and Queen of Pentacles are typically the energy of individuals who invest for the long run. They accept a job and, they're not looking forward to the day when they have to quit. If they're relocating, they're looking for a home that will most likely be their forever home. If they're engaging in a relationship, they're hoping to settle down and spend the rest of their lives with this person. So if you can see this person, place, or thing in your future down the line, and you feel that that is the best choice for you, then yes, please proceed forward. Eight of Wands, the Chariot, and the Fool card. It's almost like this would be a no-brainer. That's what I have for you, Aries, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, my bull gang. I hope that you are doing exceptionally well and that the weather is nice wherever you are in the world. It was actually quite beautiful here today. So let's take a look now at the angel messages for the Taurus collective for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the week of June 21st, 2026. Angel number and angel whisper. 1, 2, 3. I love it. Vision. Your path will not look identical to anyone else's. That is what makes you unique. Remember that as you stay the path that feels connected, the path will continue to lead you to alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. Your affirmation for the week, my path is mine and mine alone, and when I follow my path, alignment comes naturally. Message from your spirit guides, receive. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. I also want to throw in there food because I've known several Tauruses and you love good food, as do I. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. And your message here from Archangel Michael this week, you will manifest what you need. Look at that, card number 44. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance that you need. All right. Tell me more about vision, receiving, and manifesting here for the Taurus collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Taurus, we have the Two of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. So I have a Taurus collective here who's been real with themselves as of late. There's a situation, environment, or connection here that's just, it doesn't feel great. And Three of Swords for me is sliding scale. There's disappointment here. There's heartbreak, a financial setback. And then the pendulum swings the other way, right? To full out heartbreak. So you interpret this Three of Swords in respect to what you are currently feeling and experiencing and apply it to whatever it is here that you are dealing with. Because for some of you, it could be financial. For others of you, it's in respect to a connection in your life, professional, platonic, or romantic. Two of Wands. You have a choice here to make here, Taurus. Tell me about the Two of Wands here for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. Okay, the Two of Wands. What flipped over was Judgment to the Devil. And then you have the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles often talks about time management. I also see it as a loop, like an infinity loop, because that's basically what is created here by this person juggling the Two of Pentacles. The decision here is on the table that you need to make, Taurus, not me, not another tarot reader, not anyone else in your life. This is for you and you alone. When you look at your life into the future, because that's what the Two of Wands is doing. This person is on a castle wall or a balcony. They're holding the Ace of Wands, the potential here for a brand new beginning. They have the globe, if you will, the world in their hand. They're looking out into this big expansive vista. And behind them is technically the old Ace of Wands, the old situation, environment, or connection, tethered to a castle wall that they are currently connected to, but they're not permanently connected to it. This person has the opportunity to move in another direction. And so when this person is standing here on this balcony, their decision here is, do I really want to move forward? And if I do, in what direction? Or do I just want to stay here where I'm currently at? The choice here you need to make is, I think you're seeing the situation, environment, or connection to be toxic or unfulfilling or not good for you. But the Judgment card here says, what does your intuition tell you to do about this, Taurus? Does it tell you to stay in a situation, environment, connection that is potentially toxic here or not benefiting you emotionally, spiritually, financially, sexually, some other way? Or should you move on from it? And I feel like that's a decision here that you seem to be going back and forth on. But I'm looking at the word vision here on 1, 2, 3, and I think it is as simple as 1, 2, 3. I had a very difficult decision to make in regards to a marriage 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and I received very wise counsel from someone. When I say counsel, I mean a friend, not an attorney. And they said, if nothing changed in your marriage, and you woke up 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, and it was exactly like it was today, would you be happy that you stayed? And I said, no. And they said, that's your answer. And whatever this is for you, again, career and finance, investments, portfolios, love and romance, where you live, what you do for a living, if nothing changed and you woke up 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, right? Have that, step into that Sagittarius energy, if you will, wand energy, and look out into the horizon, into the future. Have that big, bold vision there. If nothing changed, would you be happy that you stayed? I think that's the clarity that you need. And that's the clarity I believe that you will receive by being honest with yourself and asking yourself that question. Ace of Swords. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Swords is clarified by the Star, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. Here's your new beginning. Here's your new job, your new relationship, your new life, your new chapter, your fresh new beginning. It's here for the taking. The only thing that is getting in the way is your mind here in that Five of Swords. I don't feel like it's conflict with others. It could be. But the feeling that I get here is the Star to the Hangman to the Five of Swords. It's almost like you need to quiet your mind so you can get that crystal clear vision that you need to contemplate this. It's a pretty significant decision here. This is not choosing whether you're having Italian food or Chinese food for dinner on a Friday night. So take your time with this. But I think really what you need to do in order to obtain clarity is ask yourself that question. If nothing changed here, would you be happy that you kept it, or happy that you stayed, or happy that you continue to invest in it? Three of Swords. I feel like the universe wants to bring you what you need, but first you need to make the decision to leave this behind. Tell me about the Three of Swords here. Tell me about the Three of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Cups. Look at those options, choices, Knight of Wands. They would come in very quickly. Ace of Cups, there's your new beginning. Eight of Cups. All you have to do is be honest with yourself. And you don't even have to tell everyone about it in that Moon card. You can keep it to yourself here, Taurus. Nine of Wands. Be honest. I'm wounded and I'm weary. This situation, environment, connection, investment, experience is not exactly what I thought it would be. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It just means that the universe wants better for you. That's all it means. And it's your choice about whether or not you want better for yourself also. So I really feel here, yes, there is Five of Cups. Of course, some sadness or regret that this just didn't pan out, just didn't work out. But again, I don't feel like you have to shout it from the mountaintops here. I think it's just a quiet decision that you need to make within. And then at that point, the universe will start bringing you experiences, if you will, to have this exit your life so something new can come in. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here for Taurus. Yeah, this path is yours and yours alone. No one else can make this decision for you. And I really think that the best way for this is for you to ask yourself that question and be honest. Would you be happy if nothing changed here? That's your answer. 3 cards of advice here for the Taurus Collective, please, for the week ahead. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, Taurus. Queen of Swords, being honest with yourself. 2 of Swords about this decision that you need to make. 4 of Swords, bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. If nothing changed here, would you be happy? For me, this person appears here like they're sleeping. So your decision here is honestly to be honest with yourself. Okay, Queen of Swords is a queen of brevity. Again, she does not have to stand on the mountaintop and tell anyone what her decision is. I say she, there's a woman on the card. You could be a masculine. But look at that queen holding that Ace of Swords and then the 2 swords here. Here's the 3 of Swords. If nothing changed in this situation, would you be happy? And I don't think the answer is yes here. If you woke up 10 years from now and this was bleeding you of energy, bleeding you of finances, I think your answer here is to move forward. After the 2 of Wands, the decision is made, then we get to the 3 of Wands, and that's what we have here. But that's your advice. Never allow tarot to tell you what to do. But I would ask yourself that, Taurus, and I think that's all the clarity that you need. From once you tell yourself that and you're honest with yourself, I think the universe starts creating scenarios, situations to help extradite you out of here. Extradite you? Yeah, I guess extradite you out of there. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they've resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. And so I read for you again. I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. I hope that you are doing well, and I hope that the weather's lovely wherever you are in the world. It was delightful. And for those of you who are Gemini sun signs, I hope that you enjoyed your birthday season. And if I didn't say it often enough, happy birthday. With all of that said, now let's get to your message. This is for Gemini sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 21st, 2026. Angel number and angel whisper. Gotta love it. 1111. That is like literally the 4 of Wands in tarot. So, intuition. Trust in yourself. Your inner whisper is working hard to let you know that it is guiding you. Listen in. What is it saying? Feel it. Where is it telling you to go next? See it. Close your eyes and allow. Trust the path that you are on. Your affirmation for the week. My intuition speaks to me and I listen. I trust that all things are happening for a purpose. Life changes here coming for the Gemini Collective. Message from your spirit guides. Surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control every part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion, and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. Trust your intuition on this one. Message from Archangel Michael. All is in perfect timing. I told you, big changes. This is like the doorway that we usually see depicted in the background of the Ace of Pentacles. Card number 1. This is it. It's time to take action now, and I will be here to help you every step of the way. I would pray to Archangel Michael this week for this life change that appears to be happening. Tell me more about this here, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. God, I hope that mic is on. It is. Okay. What does Gemini need to know about intuition, surrender, and all is in perfect timing? One more shuffle. Thank you. 4 of Wands. Can't make it up. Look at that. 1111. 1111. Literally. 4 of Wands. 5 of Wands. And the 7 of Cups. Surrender. You don't need to figure out all of the details here. Trying to figure out the details only causes confusion for you. And the confusion leads you to not trusting your intuition. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. You need to be very clear-minded here. Tell me more about this 4 of Wands. This is happiness, celebration, This is a life change. I always say the Two of Wands, well, the Ace of Wands were presented with the opportunity. The Two of Wands is now we have to think about whether or not we want to take it. Then we decide to take it. And we move into the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is either I'm going out there to create it or find it, or I'm waiting for it to come in because I've done the hard work. I've done the wand energy, hard work, and now I'm just waiting for it to come in. The Four of Wands is I've received it, or I've achieved it, or I've maintained it. So it's here. Clarify that Four of Wands. And that's why I always say that's like a life jump, because we're given an opportunity, or we sought out an opportunity. We decided to move forward with it. We did the work required, and now we just waited for it to come in, and there it is, and it changes our life. One more shuffle. Thank you. What is the Four of Wands here? Six of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Star. Wish fulfillment. I don't know what this is for you. Four of Pentacles, something in regards to stability, something you've been worried about, obsessively worried about, my Lord. The Devil to the Eight of Swords. So maybe some of you have been worried about finances. Maybe some of you have been worried about housing, something in regards to structure and stability. It could be with that Seven of Swords here as well, to the Page of Wands. You didn't think that this would come in. You didn't think that this would come in. I heard curse. Did you think you were cursed that this wouldn't happen, or this wouldn't come in? Five of Wands. Tell me about the Five of Wands, this conflict here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Five of Wands, clarified by Six of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Eight of Wands. Stop trying to control the timing. Page of Pentacles. The news is coming in. The offer, the opportunity, the communication, the conversation. 8 days. About 8 days. This is coming in. So I wouldn't give, the Six of Pentacles is a card of giving. I wouldn't give any energy to this. Bickering with yourself, bickering with other people, trying to finalize, you know, exactly when this is going to happen, how this is going to happen. I would just surrender and let it happen. And right behind that, we have intuition, which is the word on the card here, right? With the High Priestess energy. So I would just allow this to come in. Seven of Cups, and timing card, that could be July. So we're only like a week away. Tell me about this Seven of Cups. All is in perfect timing. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Cups. There you go. King of Swords. Knight of Swords. There it is. Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Strength card. Financial opportunity. Something in regards to house and home. Structure. Stability. Maybe you've applied for a loan. Maybe you've applied for grant funding. Whatever it is, it's coming in. That conversation is coming in. 7th month of the year, July, by July, or in July. So all is happening in perfect timing here. I don't think you have to do anything. And the Strength card here is Leo energy. We have the Empress here. We have a King of Wands. And again, with that Four of Pentacles. So something you've been desiring, trying to grow, nurture, birth, create, and that Empress energy, I feel like it's arriving. Just trust your intuition on this. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here. 3 cards of advice. This is like the 3rd claimable reading I've done for you, Gemini, in the last, probably in the last week or 2, because you've had a rough go of it for a while. Lots of highs and lows. This seems to be consistent now in 3 messages. Knock on wood that it stays this way for you. So let's get 3 cards of advice here for the Gemini collective for the week ahead. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have Judgment. Making the judgment call. Hermit. Stay silent. Wheel of Fortune. Let everything play out how it's supposed to play out. Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. When this arrives, whatever the opportunity is, the information, the communication, then you get to choose, right? The Emperor would take action. Then you get to decide, do you want to accept it? Do you want to engage? Do you want to move forward with it? But until then, I would just wait. I'm not telling you to hang around and stare at your watch all day or the clock on the wall, but there's something like there's nothing you have to do in regards to this. I feel like you already put in the effort. The Two of Wands, the Three of Wands to get to the 4, I feel like you've already put in the effort. So now all you need to do is make the judgment call to say, okay, universe, hands off. I surrender. Just bring this in when you feel is the right time for me. And then when it comes in, you get to make the decision. There you go. 3 of Cups. You will be celebrating. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the Tower and the Lovers. All of this worry that this wasn't coming in, I think you're going to realize you were worrying for nothing. And yes, the Lovers card, you have a choice if you want to accept whatever or whomever this is. But for this week, just trust your intuition. If you've been feeling like something is coming in, just trust it and surrender when exactly it needs to take place. That is what I have for you, Gemini. Very lovely message there for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And do not forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. It's your season. I think I said to you a few months ago, it's like literally my favorite time of the year is Cancer season. The weather up here is beautiful. It's not too gross. Summer hot yet. We usually get that in Leo season. But yeah, very nice time of year up here where I live. And I always look forward to your season for that reason. So, and if you are a Cancer sun sign, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Let's take a look now at your angel messages. This is for the week of June 21st, 2026, and it is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Your angel number and angel whisper, 1818, optimism. Successful manifestation of your abundance is near. Higher levels of optimism are needed as new abundant beginnings are on the horizon. Pretty sure we just saw that in one of your readings. Brighter days always come after the darkest of nights. Your affirmation for this week, everything is in perfect order as I enter into this next chapter of my journey and connect to the abundance that is near. Message from your spirit guides. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain or resentment you've been holding on to. This could also be like fears, doubts, worries, concerns. It's hurting you. You can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to negativity. So release whatever negative feelings or thoughts you have and just be free. Message from Archangel Michael, trust in divine purpose, card number 34. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come, and know that you are on a path to growth. Okay, tell me more about optimism, let it go, trust in divine purpose for the Cancer Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Some of you need to let go of some items like cleaning out your house, garage, sheds, something like that. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Page of Wands. Bottom of deck, Queen of Pentacles. So something here that you're desiring to work on, create for yourself, build for yourself, invest in. There's a feeling here. This is not optimistic, okay? Eight of Cups to the Nine of Swords is, I don't think this will work out. I'm moving forward with it. Page of Wands. I'm discovering, I'm inquiring. There's a little fire in your belly to move towards whomever or whatever this is. But look at this energy. This is like, oh my God, I really hope this works. So there's something here about being more optimistic about what it is here that you are planning or creating or desiring to work on. You need to let go of these fears, doubts. You're killing the dream before you even have a chance to actually work on it and make it happen. Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Eight of Cups, clarified by the Three of Wands. You're already moving forward with this. Two of Swords and Two of Cups. Stop blocking it. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. You're already moving forward on this. Two of Wands tells me you already made your decision. So and I was just explaining this, was it to Gemini or Taurus? Maybe it was Taurus. But I said for me, the Ace of Wands is like, it's an opportunity, right? It's either one we create for ourselves, we go out there into the world and we find, or we try to obtain or attain. But once we get the Ace of Wands, we're then in the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is, well, I have to make a decision. Do I want to move forward with this? And if the answer is yes, there goes the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is, I'm either going out there into the world to create it, or I've done all the hard lifting for it, and now I just get to sit back and wait for it to come in. So you've already made the decision. I'm moving forward with blank, situation, environment, connection, investment, experience. And then look at you with the Two of Swords. You're like, I don't know if I can do it. So you're second guessing yourself. Now, for some of you, it may involve another person in the Two of Cups. But I kind of feel like this is the two halves of you, whether you have someone else helping you with this or participating in this or not. It's like, here's the one part of you. It's like, yep, we're all in. And then I have another part of you here, the other half of you going, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. So I feel like your loyalties, that's a good word. Thank you. Your loyalties when it comes to the situation, environment, the connection, the endeavor, the plan, the project are a bit split here. Your loyalties are split. You're 50%. I'm going to do this, I'm moving forward. And you're 50%, which I think is your subconscious, saying, oh, I don't know if this can work. Nine of Swords. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. You have to let go of this, the worry, the doubt. Don't kill this before you have a chance. Page of Pentacles. Strength card and 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups. And don't sit here questioning when is this going to happen. 4 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Swords. Look at you literally like sabotaging your, I don't know, your good luck here. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is expansive. It's forward moving, but it also rules Pisces. And Pisces could be a lot about our dreams and our desires. Think of like 7 of Cups. So don't kill the dream that you've already decided you're going to move forward on. Don't sabotage it by assuming it's not coming in, or that it'll be problematic, or it'll take too long, or that when you receive it, you won't be happy with it. Trust. There's a reason why you decided to move forward with this plan to begin with. Trust yourself. Trust your connection to the universe. There was a reason why you said yes to whomever or whatever this is, this idea, this plan, this investment. Tell me about the Page of Wands. One more shuffle. I heard shut up and get to work. I don't know who that is. That spirit guide today. It's like, just like zip it. Do you say zip it? Oh my God. I haven't heard my father say zip it in like 20 years. This is like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Page of Wands, clarified by Wheel of Fortune. Let's just do it so the good stuff can come in. 7 of Swords and that 4 of Cups shows it again. I feel like the only obstacle that we have here, I say we, I don't want you to think like I'm, just shame on you type of thing, pointing the finger at you, is you. This belief that it can't happen, or that it'll be, you're making the wrong decision. You're second guessing yourself. Don't second guess yourself here. The Hermit, you thought about this a long time. The 3 of Cups, you decided at some point in time, I'm going to move forward with this. Page of Cups. It'll make me very happy. 3 of Cups. The Hierophant, I believe this is the right thing for me to do. 6 of Pentacles, I need to give to this. This is a decision you made. Moon, that's your Moonology card. That is your major arcana card. So when you are in your highest vibration and you really thought this through, whether one person, a few people, or it's just you involved in this, you decided that this was in perfect alignment with who you are and where you want to be in the future. And you decided to move towards it. So stay optimistic. Let go of the doubts, fears, and anxieties. And like they said, just shut up and get to work now. It's not a very optimistic way of saying it, but time to get to work. And this week I would, anytime you get those thoughts, I would catch yourself and be like, nope, I'm staying optimistic about this. There's a reason why the universe, encouraged me to move forward or to make this decision. And just stick to the plan, I feel. Stick to the plan. 3 cards of advice here, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Cups. 6 of Wands. Page of Cups. That's the Page of Cups we saw there. This, again, an opportunity, wish, goal, dream. It makes you happy when you think about it. And success is here. Look, 7 of Swords again. The only thing that can sabotage this is you. Your thoughts, your doubts, your fears. Swords are the words that we speak to ourselves. Not just the deeds or words that we do or say to others. The sword suit is also how we internalize things. And this would be a very negative conversation here. You would be literally talking yourself out of something that, again, 3 of Wands, you decided to do already. So don't talk yourself out of this. Trust your intuition. If it says to move forward, Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Keep moving forward. I like this. That's what I have for you for the week ahead. Sorry for telling you to shut up. I only work here, so I just repeat what they tell me to. That is what I have for you, Cancer, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And of course, if you are a sun sign Cancer, I do wish you a very happy birthday. As always, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope that you are well and the weather's lovely wherever you are in the world. Let's take a look now at your angel messages and your angel whisper there for the week of June 21st, 2026. And if I didn't say it when I said hello, Leo, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Angel number and angel whisper, 1616, willpower. Things may feel out of sync and not within your control. The whisper of the divine is asking that you remember that you are being supported and that your will is your superpower. Determination is key right now. Well, you are the strength card in tarot. Affirmation. I call on my strength and willpower to take the lead. I accept and listen to the support of the divine within me. Message from your spirit guides, pivot. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself, if pivoting, sorry, let me repeat that again. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot just a little bit today? Maybe you need some willpower here to pivot, to change something up. Message from Archangel Michael, make a decision. Yeah, card number 19. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. I think something here is not working out. Situation, environment, connection, negotiation, something like that. I see the scales of justice here. Always reminds me of Libra. Libra is the house of marriage, partnerships, relationships, contracts, whether they're professional, platonic, or romantic. So I feel like I'm going to call it contract based for you. Again, whether that's financial or like a soul contract. I just feel like it's not going it's not going the way you want it to go. And I just think you need a little bit of willpower here to pivot. Just change something. Tell me more about this here, please, for Leo. We are clarifying willpower, pivot, and make a decision. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Four of Wands. Love that card. Queen of Swords and the World card. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. So something isn't working out according to plan as much as you would like it to. You don't have to completely close the cycle on this. I mean, I don't know what it is for you. If it's like an abusive situation or you're losing like a crap ton of money, then maybe you have to do more than just pivot. Maybe you need to close this out and like find another job or find another investment firm. But this may simply just mean making the decision to say, okay, this is what I want, success, victory, achievement, but it's not working out. So I need to do things differently. So sometimes the World card could be, I've learned the lesson that this isn't working. I want to try it again, but I want to do it a different way. I want to take the knowledge now that I've gained from this cycle, from this chapter, and do it a bit differently. But first you need to make a decision that whatever it is here that you're trying to achieve, you're not able to achieve it here. Tell me about the Four of Wands, at least not the way you're doing it. Tell me about the Four of Wands here. I was told not to take them. Okay. Don't take them. Don't look. Okay. Tell me about the Four of Wands here for Leo. Why is the Four of Wands here for Leo? One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Ace of Swords. Everything I said is the truth. Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. So you've been trying to work with this person, work with these people, make this work. I feel like you've been going back and forth. That Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. You've been wanting to move this forward. You've wanted success here. Queen of Swords. But that Ace of Swords, I think you have to look at, it's just not going well. Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. So the Queen of Swords is the energy here that the universe, source wants you to embody. The Queen of Swords would say to you, if you connected to your Queen of Swords within you, or King of Swords, I don't read body parts, I love the idea of this working out. This job, this dream, this negotiation, buying or selling property here. I love the idea of this working out. But I have to be honest with myself, it's currently not working out. Doesn't necessarily mean that I have to give up on the dream, but I do have to explore other opportunities or options or paths to make that dream a reality. I think that's the decision here that you need to make. Because I think if you stay stuck and stagnant in the Four of Pentacles and the Hierophant, Taurus energy, I don't think you get what you want here. I don't think it materializes. I think you need to pivot. And you have to have the willpower to be honest with yourself and possibly others. This isn't working. So instead, we need to do it this way. Or explore these other options on how to do it. The World card. Tell me about the World card. Because this will just be an endless loop here. So yeah, something needs to change. One more shuffle. Thank you. The World card, clarified by Six of Swords, so you can move forward. Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. You still get to work on this, Tower. There's the results you want come in, or they come in a lot quicker, or you start seeing more progress or movement when you're in Cancer season. But yes, it requires you to pivot. It would be like, let's say I'm speaking to a Leo where you have a YouTube channel and maybe you've been stuck at 150,000 subscribers, which is no small feat, okay? That's a big achievement. But let's say you've been stuck at that number for 2 years. It's not telling you to give up on the YouTube channel, but maybe there's a little pivot here that's needed. First of all, it's being honest with yourself, saying, I love this enough, but I'm not seeing the results for all of my effort. It's a little heartbreaking. Maybe even there's a financial setback for some of you. We saw that 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords. So 7 of Cups, I'm going to explore different ways. Maybe I need to post different times of the day. You know, there's something like that. Maybe I have to come up with a new creative way to do readings. Or so again, I don't feel like this is telling you to necessarily give up on whatever this is. It's just to be honest with yourself, it's not working, and to explore some new ideas. Once you start exploring those ideas, you end up finding 1, 2, possibly 3. And once you move forward with it or with them, the success comes in very quickly. You start seeing things turn around here. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. Even with that Tower, it's like instant. Look, 3 of Wands. All you have to do is pivot and go in another direction. 10 of Swords. This just isn't working out. But again, it doesn't mean you have to quit the job or shut down the business or maybe even end a relationship. I don't know exactly what this is for each of you, but it might require handling it differently or having a conversation with, you know, whoever else is involved here. Bottom of the deck, there's that Queen of Swords again. So let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here, please, for Leo. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Okay, one more shuffle now. Thank you. Okay, your advice. 2 of Wands, 6 of Swords again. 2 cards came out here. Knight of Swords and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. If you stay stuck, rooted in like you're very, I know you're a fixed sign, don't be offended, but there's something here that if you really stay obsessed with the Knight of Swords, the Devil, and the Hierophant here, I'm going to continue to move forward in this direction. No one's going to change my mind. Options and other opportunities or different, I don't feel like this works out in your favor. I have to be honest with you. That's the advice that's here. If you continue to move forward with this, you will continue to have the same results. But if you're looking for growth, expansion, unity, celebration, success, the answer here is to take a look at what you're doing, be honest with yourself that it's not working or not yielding the result that you want, and then look for new ways on how to get the results that you want. Once you make that decision and move forward, what you want comes in. But if your decision here is to say, nope, I'm going to keep moving forward exactly like this, I don't think you get the outcome that you want. Knight of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the Death card. Nope. So whether it is a partnership you're working on here with someone, whether that is, you know, a professional, platonic, or romantic, or this is just you and you here, you know, masculine, feminine energies within you, it ends up coming to an end. So I don't think you get the result here that you want if you're digging in your heels and not choosing to see this differently or do this differently. That is what I have for you, Leo. I hope that that was some help for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, good luck with this. And as always, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo, my mercurial cousins. I do hope that you are doing well today. Let's take a look now at your angel messages for the week of June 21st, 2026. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do we have for my beautiful Virgos? Angel number and angel whisper, 1313, clarity. As the storm passes, the clarity is felt. Faster than lightning is seen against the dark sky. The divine is reminding you that clarity is readily available. All you have to do is ask. You have weathered the storm, and now the sky is clearing. Your affirmation for the week, loving energy surrounds me, and I trust that the clarity I feel is the answer that I need. Message from your spirit guides, slow down. Life isn't a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. Definitely something here You're not seeing something clearly, maybe. Message from Archangel Michael. Welcome abundance into your life. Card number 37. Well, prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. I'm pretty sure that came up in one of your readings lately. I said there was something like legal, court case, something financial. I mean, it could be for some of you long-term committed partnership, but let's see what this is all about. This is claimable. I would pray to Archangel Michael for that. Jackpot? I heard jackpot. I don't know what that means. Maybe you meet someone and you're like, oh my God, jackpot, right? Found the love of my life. Oh my God, I got the job. Jackpot. Oh my God, maybe you do win the lottery. I don't know. I'm not encouraging you to gamble. YouTube's terms of service. I'm just saying it could be a possibility for some of you watching. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, please clarify clarity, slow down, and welcome abundance into your life. 13. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Sun, the Magician, and the Four of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Death. The stability you seek is coming. Whatever it is here, you put in the sweat equity, the Sun to the Magician. That's weird. That was the message I got. You put in the sweat equity. Like when you're out in the sun, you sweat. You've done the work. You've utilized all of your tools or your skills or your knowledge here. Something in regards to stability, house and home, money, finances. This is comfortable. Have you been manifesting something of comfort, a relationship that's stable, maybe a housing situation that's stable, a job that's stable? This is secure, financial secure. Now, I'll be honest with you, the Four of Pentacles, there's not a lot of growth in the Four of Pentacles alone, but it's a hell of a foundation to create growth. It's stable. The Three of Pentacles is we're working on it. The Four of Pentacles is it's established. If you want to take it from there, further, you can. But it is a nice level of stability. Tell me about the Sun. Tell me about the Sun. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Sun, clarified by the Tower, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Okay. I don't know who or what you're manifesting. Some of you are in a relationship and you're manifesting it for it to become more stable or more grounded. I think the opportunity is there for you. You need some clarity to make sure this is exactly what you want. This is one of those scenarios like slow down, careful what you wish for, because what you wish for will come in. Just make sure that whatever it is that you're wishing for or you're striving for doesn't stay stuck at the Four of Pentacles. Again, Four of Pentacles is great for that foundational point, but if you're manifesting like a new job, okay, like you're manifesting, I really want a boss here. Oh, look at that, Page of Cups. I really want a boss who comes in and looks at me like I'm their equal, right? King to the Queen of Cups. I'm their equal. They provide me with a job and they treat me well. That's wonderful. Guess what you're getting? You're getting a job who looks at you like you're an equal and treats you well and will present you with a job opportunity. What happens if this boss is cheap? What if they work for free? What if they make far less than other people in their position at the company? Are they ever going to pay you more than what they pay themselves? Doubtful. So careful what you wish for when you're manifesting. Like, you have to be pretty precise here. And I'm not saying specific detail, but you can ask for a job that offers you stability, but has like long-term possibility of growth and expansion. Like, don't keep yourself small. Don't manifest a love partner that's stable and will marry you. Manifest a love partner that, yes, is stable, will marry you for the duration, and your lives will grow and expand together. So wording here, and you are quite the wordsmith. You're ruled by Mercury. The Magician is your card. You share it with Gemini. So I would just be very careful of the words you use in a manifestation, because what you want comes in. And that's why I think this is just saying, slow down. Let's get clear about who or what it is that you're desiring, because it does come in. But the amount of abundance that comes with it is highly dependent on what you're asking for. If you dream small, manifest small, you will get small. It will be stable, but there won't be any growth to it. So be mindful of your words. The Magician, clarify the Magician. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Magician is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the World, and the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. If you're not careful with what it is that you're manifesting, you get that offer. Page of Pentacles holds an ace. It gets you to the Four, and that's as far as you go. The World card is there, and then you get to that Two of Wands, and Two of Wands is like, now I need to make a decision if I'm leaving this behind now and moving forward. So there's a potential here for a cycle to repeat. And it's just because you're playing too small here. You're playing too small. You're not asking for enough. And I don't know if that's a self-worth wound. You don't think that you deserve a job that'll pay you X amount of dollars. You don't think you deserve a partner that will be loyal to you for the rest of your life. I don't know what you're manifesting. You know, are you manifesting an apartment? Maybe you need to manifest a house. You know what I mean? Are you manifesting a house with a very small, tiny postage stamp lot? Or are you manifesting a house that sits on 10 acres? Now, I'm not saying to manifest $1 million house if you're making $10 US dollars an hour. I mean, I always say manifestations, we have to keep it real. But manifest that it has potential to grow, not just stable. Stable gets stale. Remember that. My father used to tell me that. Stable gets stale. You want stable that can grow. You want stable that's sustainable and can grow. Not stable that goes stale. 9 of Cups. This came out. Page of Swords in the reverse. Careful what you wish for. Oh, look at that. The Ace of Cups is there to the 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Strength card. Far better for you, like right now, literally, to have a little conversation with the universe and say, remember what it was that I was asking for? I want to change that. I want to change that. I want something that can really go the distance. I'm not looking for the 3 of Cups or 4 of Cups. I want the 9 of Cups or 10 of Cups. I don't want the 3 of Pentacles or 4 of Pentacles. I want the 9 of Pentacles or 10 of Pentacles. I would go big. I would go big on this. Yeah, strength. You're going to need, how do I say this without getting demonetized? BALLS, balls. You're going to need balls. You're going to need balls to ask for more than for some reason you think you deserve. So I would manifest this. You can go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com. There's a new moon manifestation ritual. There's just a manifestation ritual on there. I would do them. I would call this in. That's just my advice. I would call this in. Obviously, you have to put in the sweat equity, right? You want a job, you have to make an effort to find the job, but I would go big on this, and I would reverse whatever it is here that you've been asking. There's a reason that Page of Swords came out in the reverse. This is like, all right, slow down. On second thought, this is what I want. So let's get 3 cards of advice here, please, for Virgo. 3 cards of advice for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, the Fool, this new beginning that you're desiring, 6 of Swords that you're moving towards, the Emperor, go big. I actually have a plaque there under my monitor that says go big or go home. Go big or go home. You want Emperor-style job. You want Emperor-style love partner. You want Emperor-style house. You want Emperor-style. That's what you want. Bottom of the deck. Remember I said 9 of Pentacles. Don't ask for the 4. Ask for the 9. 9 is I'm comfortable. 9 is I don't need to rely on anyone for money. I can pay my bills. I could be single or partnered. And I don't have to worry about putting food on the table or lights on. It's someone who is very comfortable, enjoying the fruits of their labor and a glass of wine. But it could be a non-alcoholic beverage if that's what you choose. Go big on this one. What you want comes in. Strength, 2 of Cups, Judgment. Make that judgment call from your higher self. I'm saying this as your higher self. Want more for yourself than this. More options, more variety, more choices, and more money. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.